Picture this. You're sitting in ancient Greece, sipping watered down wine, when some guy in a toga tells you the earth is literally held up by a giant man who never skips shoulder day. You nod politely because, well, he also says thunder is Zeus throwing a fit, and you don't want to get smitted. Yes, the ancient Greeks gave us philosophy, democracy, and theatre, but some also truly bizarre myths that would make even your weirdest uncle go, okay, that's a bit too much. Today, we are diving into the most ridiculous, head scratching, and strangely hilarious myths that ancient Greeks actually believed. So, buckle up your sandals, grab your olive oil, and let's go because ancient Greece was wild. Atlas, the original human Kotrak. First up, we have Atlas, not the book, the guy. The Greeks believed Atlas was punished by Zeus to hold up the entire sky forever. Not the earth, that's a modern misunderstanding. Nope, the sky. So basically, Atlas is out there doing an eternal overhead press because he picked the wrong side in a war. Imagine explaining this to someone today. Why is that guy holding the sky? Oh, he annoyed Zeus. Right. Poor Atlas. The man's mythological job description was literally hold heavy thing, don't drop it, never clock out. The Hydra, DIY monster with three heads. Now, let's talk about the Lernaean Hydra, a massive water serpent with multiple heads. Sounds bad enough? Here's the kicker. If you cut off one head, two more grew back. This was basically ancient Greece's way of saying, don't try to solve problems violently, or you will just make it worse. Or maybe they were just inventing the world's worst gardening metaphor. Heracles killed it, because of course he did, by burning the neck stumps after chopping the heads off, which sounds less like a heroic feat, more like an ancient barbecue gone wrong. The Chimera, mythological Frankenstein's pet. Some myths read like the Greeks just grabbed random animals out of a hat. Case in point, the Chimera, part lion, part goat, and part snake. Lion body, goat head sticking out of its back, snake tail. Oh, and it breathes fire because apparently it wasn't beard already enough. The hero Bellerophon killed it by riding Pegasus and jamming it with a spear. So yes, the official method for defeating this thing was step 1, obtain a flying horse. Step 2, step 3, prop it. The Fates, cosmic office ladies of doom. According to the Greek myth, the Fates, Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos, were three old ladies who literally controlled your life. One spun the thread of your existence, one measured it, and the last one snipped it when your time was up. Basically, the universe's deadliest knitting club. The Greeks clearly said, your entire existence is in the hands of three grannies with scissors. Honestly, terrifying and a little relatable. Pan, the half-goat party guy. Meet Pan, the god of shepherds, flocks, and questionable decisions. Half man, half goat, and 100% chaotic energy. Pan loved chasing nymphs, playing the pan flute, and scaring travelers for fun, which is actually where we get the word panic. So basically, the Greeks thought unexplained fear was caused by a horny goat man jumping out from behind a bush. Honestly, fair. The Trojan horse. History or the first scam email? We all know the story. The Greeks pretend to give Troy a giant wooden horse as a gift. The Trojans say, "Oh, thanks," and wheel it inside. Surprise! It's full of armed soldiers. That night, they sneak out and take over the city. Was it real history or just ancient propaganda? Who knows? But it's basically the Bronze Age version of click this link for a free iPhone. Dionysus, the god who invented partying and chaos. Dionysus, the god of wine, theatre, and having absolutely no chill. His followers, known for dancing wildly, drinking heavily, and sometimes ripping people apart. The Greeks didn't just make a god of parties, they made him a legitimate religious experience. Imagine going to a church and leaving more drunk than you arrived. It was all fun until someone upset him. Then he would turn you into a dolphin or a tree, which is why in ancient Greece, the first party rule was don't anger Dionysus. Medusa, the bad hair day that could kill you. Medusa started out as a beautiful woman, but after a run in with Athena, she ended up with snakes for hair, and anyone who looked at her turned to stone. Honestly, she's the ultimate ancient security system. Oh, you're trying to rob my temple? Boom, garden statue. Perseus killed her by using a shiny shield to look at her reflection instead of her directly, which is basically the world's deadliest mirror selfie. The underworld bureaucracy. Greek mythology's underworld wasn't just about eternal punishment, it was a bureaucratic nightmare. First, you had to pay Charon, the ferryman, with a coin to cross the river Styx. Then, you would face a three-headed dog named Cerberus, and finally, you would be judged by three kings to see if you could go to the fields of Elysium, or else somewhere less fun. Basically, dying in ancient Greece was like applying for a visa, but more with ghosts. So, there you have it. Some of the most ridiculous, hilarious, and occasionally terrifying myths the ancient Greeks actually believed. It's wild to think that these stories shaped art, culture, and even our language today. And while we might not believe in snake haired ladies or goatmen causing panic, there's something timeless about a good story, even if it makes no sense. If you enjoyed this mythological madness, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know more in the comments. Which ancient Greek myth do you think is the most ridiculous? Until the next time, may your skies stay up, your goatmen stay away, and your parties not involve you being turned into a dolphin. Bye till then.